Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Farrell SC, and welcome back to the single player series. So in the last episode, we started on the island. Oops, let me grab that. So in the last episode, we started on the island. We worked our way around the little inlet over there, and we worked up to our potential base, which is up where those orangey yellow trees all the way in the distance are. I did realize, though, that in the last episode, all I did was kind of run around and get right up there and called it an episode. I didn't actually come down and take a look at the dinos in the area, see if we have any decent spawns, just see what's down here in general. So what I did was, while I was off camera, I worked my way back down the hill, worked my way around just to see kind of what's around this whole area, dino-wise. So, nothing really interesting up that way. There were some low-level dodos, low-level ichthyornises, a couple of the turtles that I killed, because I'm going to want to start getting some spoiled meat. So I split all of this meat all the way down, so we're waiting on some spoiled meat for us. I did gain a few levels. I didn't actually pump the levels yet. I'm going to do that on camera. But worked my way down that way, no raptors or anything, which is good. But we also found a level 85, I think, Triceratops, so that might be a good tame later on. But yeah, as I worked around this way, I was really coming down just to see what we can get level-wise, if there were any interesting tames, and I actually did find two. So right over here, we have two Mo shops. So Mo shops are great beginner tames. These guys are low level. I think one's 15, the other one's 10. What they will do is they're going to help us out immensely, especially on today's episode, which is building the base. So Mo shops are good for gathering fiber. So fiber, obviously, for us is just going to these little bushes here, grabbing them, and just picking them. So we're going to get roughly, let's see, 30 fiber from one, which isn't bad. The Mo shops, when you use them on the little bushes, they get about 200 each one. So, especially to build our first base, you need a lot of fiber. So we're definitely going to take advantage. We're definitely going to get both of them. One of them requires Tinto, and the other requires Mejos, I think. I already checked. Let me see. Do I have any Tinto? I don't. Okay. Let's just keep picking until we get some Tintos. There we go. 2 Tinto. That might be good enough. You know what? It's a level 10. I also see this dodo right here. It's a level 135 male. I'm not going to actually kill that guy. I'm going to wait. I might actually keep that one. There's also way down at the end another dodo that I didn't kill because that's a level 130 male. I prefer them to be female so we can get some eggs, but it is what it is. So there's two different types of taming that you can do. So there's passive taming, which is what we're going to do. What you do is you just walk up to the specific creature, just watching out for that ichthyornis, but just walk up to the creature and it'll tell you exactly what they need, which is mejoberry in this case. The other way is to use tranquilizer narcotics to knock something out, which eventually we're going to do with the trike over there. So literally all I walk up and we're all tamed, ready to go. Like I said, it's a level 10, so we're not really going to be able to do anything with it, but the good thing is that it can carry all my stuff, which is great, at least for the meantime. And you can ride it without a saddle, which is kind of cool too. Oh, I actually probably shouldn't have done that, but let's hurry up here. I might have screwed this up, but okay. So all I'm doing is I'm just splitting the stacks, so once this meat spoils, it's going to spoil all of it at once, which we may actually be... Nope. Alright. It is what it is. So some of it's spoiled, some of it didn't. It's fine. Alright, let's go down to the second one, though. And we'll tame that, too. So we'll use one just to actually... yeah, you're the one that needs Tinto. Okay. Oh, and I put the Tinto on. Please, you didn't need the Tinto. Good. Tinto and Tinto. There we go. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, so this one's level 22, so this was the 15, and this was the level 10. Okay. So we have two of them. Unfortunately, they are both males, but it is what it is. Let me drop this down here. Have this one hold all my stuff, and I'll just ride you. So yeah, like I said, bow shops are great for, obviously you don't need a saddle for them, so it's pretty convenient. Their stamina does drop pretty fast, though, so you do have to watch out for that. But they are good at gathering fiber. So all you do is you just go over to... Oh, and that's the 130 dodo. I'm not going to touch that one yet, but... So before, when we actually grabbed the fiber, we got about 30 fiber. So this is just from 2 or 3 bushes, but 179. I'm pretty sure it gets a weight reduction on it too, if I'm not mistaken. 1.9 versus, nah, no weight reduction. But, I mean, fiber's light to begin with, so we'll be able to fill this up pretty quickly, especially with even a level 10, a level 15 tame. They'll be able to get a lot of fiber for us. Their weight's going to suffer, but it is what it is. So I'm going to take these guys back to base. In the meantime, I will show you that trike that eventually we are going to get. Let's see if we work our way up this way. And there may be some new spawns in, so we do have to take a quick look over there and see what else we can take advantage of. Oh, you know what? Since... Okay, we got 4 levels. We're already we're going to be at level 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now I'm going to bump the stats into the ceiling, thatch door, and thatch door frame. So we're going to get those taken care of. I'm going to do the sloped roof. Personally, I prefer the slope roof. You don't have to. It's just a design thing. Porter and Messel we're going to need. Mortar and Pestle. Pestle? Mortar and Pestle we're going to need because that's going to help us make narcotic, which is why we are spoiling all the meat that we get. I don't have enough for a bed. We'll do that the next level. That's okay. And the Mo Shop's gained a level, which I'm just going to pump right away into... probably stamina, actually. So it's just going to be a combination of leveling the Mo Shops with stamina and leveling them with both stamina and weight. So we're going to level those two specifically. Now, there is a green drop over there. We're not actually able to take advantage of that yet. Green drops are level 15, so unfortunately we can't do that. We're not at the required level to pick that guy up. The only one that we can actually go for right now is if we see any white drops or the orange drops. So orange drops are for the specific event going on. It's for the Fear Evolved. And obviously if I see any gravestones, if I see any pumpkins, anything like that, I'm going to take advantage of that and continue to pick them up. And where did that Triceratops? Oh, I think that's it all the way down. Yeah, so it's all the way down here. So this was the level, that was a level 85. Whoops. So that guy all the way down there should be the 85 that I was looking at before. We're just going to make our way, honestly, back to base. And then we're going to start building up the base, yeah. Personally, I like to do a bigger base to begin with. So some people like to do like a little 3x3 base, just a little base to hold all your stuff right now, which is fine. Right off the bat, I prefer to just build a bigger base. I'm gonna go about 5x4, just so once we start leveling up, once we start putting more stuff into the base, we'll be able to. We don't have to constantly keep building up the base, adding on walls, adding on foundations and everything. It'll be pretty big for us to begin with, all the way up to probably mid-levels, probably in the 20s, 30s, and then we'll upgrade it to wood and stone fairly quickly too. The other reason why I prefer to build a big base right from the beginning is obviously we're a low level right now. We're level we just leveled up, so level 10. The good thing about that is basically the XP, the amount of XP that it takes to get to the next level is fairly low right now, so we should be able to pump out about 2 or 3 levels doing it this way, making a bigger base to start. Maybe even more levels than that. I guess we'll see once we start. So, yeah, like I mentioned before, stamina on these guys is going to be a big issue because we're able to go about 20, 30 feet. Then we have to stop. We have to wait. But it's fine. It is what it is. All right. The other good thing about the Mo Shops is they won't actually attack anything if I attack even the dodo right now. They'll actually run away if something fights back. But if you're actually on a Mo Shops, you can command it to actually attack and everything, which is nice. But I'm not going to bother with these guys right now because I don't want these two running away and then having to chase after them and everything like that. So we're just gonna basically head back to the area where I'm looking to build the base. And yeah, so Fear Evolved 3 obviously is still going on. You can see the colors of the trees have changed. We may see some more colored dinos. There was something put out by Wildcard, the company that makes the game. This morning, they do like a weekly update, kind of let the community know what's going on. Apparently, if I read it right, they extended the event. The event was supposed to be until November 5th. I think it's in November 8th, which is actually kind of cool. I think there were some people had some issues in the beginning with bugs that they weren't able to get onto Fear Evolved right away. Personally, I didn't have a problem when it first came out, but I'm playing on Xbox, so maybe it was a PC issue, something like that. But regardless, they extended it for all consoles, all platforms, sorry, which is kind of cool. So we're gonna take advantage of that. We're gonna keep gathering as much of the Halloween-themed items as possible, and hopefully get all the skins and everything like that. Also, I forgot to mention, too, way down in that little inlet, there is actually also a Stegosaurus, but it's the bone Stegosaurus, so that was actually kind of cool. That was interesting seeing. Unfortunately, when I saw it, it was off camera, but eventually we'll work our way back down that way, and you guys will be able to see it, too. Alright, but the first thing I'm going to want to do... oh, cool, we just gained a level. Sweet. Alright, but the first thing I'm going to want to do is start gathering the materials to make the base. So we're going to use the Mo shops first. Let's just get a lot of fiber here. Because especially when you're making thatch, like thatch foundations, thatch walls, all the thatch that we're going to be using right now to actually build a base, we're going to need a lot of fiber. Unfortunately, too, like I said, he's not going to be able to carry a lot, but this should be more than enough for now. So, let's see. Yeah, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,000, 1,439. So 1,439 right away. And I'm going to bump this one into weight. So it's going to be back and forth. One in stamina, then the next one in weight, stamina, weight, stamina, weight. In the meantime, let me start gathering... I want to make a few more boxes, too, because we are actually filling up on the 2 boxes that we already have. And also, when it comes to gathering the materials and whatnot, too, I'm going to want to have at least a box for just the materials so I can show you guys what we're actually using to build the base. Should be enough to make at least 1, maybe 2. Perfect. 2's perfect. So like I mentioned in the last episode, I have my boxes over here right now. Eventually we will move the boxes into the base once it's built, but for now I'm putting just the boxes here so they're out of the way for the build, basically. So the big things that you will need for the just thatch in general is going to be a lot of, obviously, thatch, a little bit of wood, a lot of fiber. So we're going to be using our pick a lot. It's going to pretty much be like a combination between, like, I don't know, I typically do about 3 trees of just using the pick, then I'll go to 1 tree just using wood, and just continue that combination. And the good thing is with thatch, you can actually, it doesn't really weigh a lot. So we can keep doing this constantly to the trees, and we won't really be gaining a lot of weight, which is nice. No, I'm just gonna use the hatchet right now, and let's see how many foundations we can make just in general. So we can make 13 as of right now. Based on all right. It's going to come down to a little bit more wood, though, so let me just keep going with the wood. I'm just going to keep going with wood until we completely just break this one, and then we're going to repair both and just continue. Alright, let me just take some of that out, and we should be good. So repair, repair. What I may want to do is... No, it's fine. We are getting close to needing water, though. So let me eat these. Maybe that'll help us out with water a little bit. We'll see how long that lasts. Okay. Let's see. I can make a total of, again, 13. Ah, okay. It's going to come down to more thatch. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to want to do a 5x4. 5x4 base, so I'm looking to have about... I want to be able to make 20 foundations right away, essentially. And, okay, well, 21. Okay. Alright, let me make these. You know what? I'm going to bring you guys back. This is going to take a while if I do it on camera. I'm going to bring you guys back when I'm fully done getting all the materials and everything, and I'll show you in the storage box kind of what we're using to make our first base, and then we'll start putting everything up, start actually building it. All right, I'll see you guys in a few. All right, and we're back. So in total, gained about 4 levels. So I put 1 into weight and the rest of them into movement speed, so we're slowly getting that up there. Reason I want to do movement speed is because, especially in this area, there's a lot of raptor spawns. Raptors tend to move, I think it's around 110 movement speed, so I'm looking to go probably closer to 115, just to play it safe so we can outrun the raptors, no problem. This is everything that's going to be in the base. So we have the slope thatch roof, we have the left and right slope thatch part of the roof, we have the thatch walls, foundations, the door frame, the door, and then also some storage boxes. I also want to put some campfires and also some mortar and pestles there for the, especially for the coming episodes, where we're going to try to get a decent amount of narcotic just to get us started and craft some arrows and just start going to tame some higher level stuff. So to start out, I'm going to grab... yeah, you know what, I'll grab all 20. Not exactly sure what design I'm going to go with yet. There's a couple that I usually fumble with, especially in the beginning, so we'll see. We'll see what ends up working out, what I end up liking. So personally, I'm going to set the base actually right over here. I like to, eventually once this is built up, this whole area becomes like a balcony area, and you get a nice view, basically, of the, let me get up there for a second just so you can see, but you get a view of the bay, like the water. You get a view of the beach, you get the view of the water, you get that, which is really, really nice. So, well, I think it's nice. So, let me move over here. So now, I'm going to want the foundations to actually be kind of level, so I'm actually going to start it right on this lip here. So, a lot of times it's actually tough to get started, so we may be breaking some, making new ones, but we'll see. I think we'll start at that. We'll see what happens. I'm not exactly sure. 2, 3, 4... 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna move it back one. Alright, let me see if I have enough time. Oh, no way. No, I'm gonna have to break some. And we have a chance. Yes. Okay. Wow. Cool. Alright, so we didn't have to break any, which is nice. So whenever you put foundations down, whenever you put anything down for that matter, you have about 30 seconds to pick everything back up if you don't like where it exactly is. Yeah, we're going to set the base up right here. Let me see. Can I get up here, though? Oh, okay. So I think we're okay. So I'm going to put the door in the middle. I just want to make sure. All right, 1, 2, It's gonna be on this one. We might have an issue getting up, though. Let me break this for a second. Okay, we can get up this way. Okay, so we're gonna do a different design. Okay, sounds good. We have an extra one. You know what? I'm gonna put the extra one in the storage box in case I do change my mind. And let me get out the walls. So we can start putting those up. Let's put this up. Let's put this up. Okay. Alright, let me drop the walls down here into the hotbar, so it just makes it easier. All you have to do is just click that hotbar, and then you could keep going versus continuously going into the inventory, whoops, and picking the item and using it. So this is a little bit easier. At least I prefer doing it this way. Alright, and we should have a couple more. 1, 2, 1, 2, and it should be one's gonna go here. Okay, I think we're good there. Where are, oh, okay. Set this guy up. Oops. Come on, there we go. Set you up. Alright, and then set you up. There we go. Alright, that should be good for the walls now. Let's move over to the little triangle bits. These guys here. 1, 2, and then that guy. Which one is this? This is left. Left. Right. Okay, now we're on the roofs. Slide these guys up here. And the walls might not be, the ceilings might not be lined up exactly correctly, but it's alright. It is what it is. Yeah, like, actually, it's kind of lined up. Okay. But yeah, this is going to be the inside of the base for now. This'll be pretty good for the meantime. It gives us a decent amount of space where we can put a lot of stuff in, and we can continuously build in here instead of having to continue to break down walls, build a little bit more, break down walls, build a little bit more. Later on, eventually, we are going to build the base up a decent amount more, but that's for a later time. That's not for right now. Let me take all of this stuff out. Let's put these back to where they're supposed to be. And then let me take out the little supplies here, that, and that. Pick up the scarecrow here, and then let me run down to base and get some water. This probably wasn't the best way, but... Ooh, a 140. Ooh. Now you're male though, I'm not gonna keep you around, I'm not gonna kill you. Now that 40 and everything up here, this is a 15. Yeah, I'll take this one. Yeah, so I'm going to continuously keep killing anything that's low level. Another reason in doing that too is eventually something new is going to respawn up here, whether it's a dodo, whether it's really anything else, it doesn't really make a difference. But there is a potential of a higher level, which would be kind of cool to get something decently higher level. Like that 140 dodo would have been great, but it's better to get the female because you can use the dodo eggs for kibble, which I'm going to be experimenting in this series. I don't usually typically do the kibble and everything like that, but it seems like it's a little bit easier than it used to be. So I'm going to try to take advantage of that, figure that out, and go from there. But let's start putting the stuff into the base. So let's put down the bed here. Personally, I try to get everything pretty lined up and even. You don't have to, but just looks a little nicer when it is. Let's see. Yeah, it's good enough. Yeah, it's a little further out. Nope, I want to pick up. Let's do it again. Go. Yeah, that's a little better. We'll stick with that. So I'm leaving the space over here. This is eventually going to be for the refining forge and for the smithy, so we can actually upgrade our tools from stone to metal, so I want to keep that space open. I think I may add 2 more fireplaces in here just to fill up this space, or this might be, you know what, this is actually going to be where I'm going to put the cooking pot. Once we unlock that, you know what, we might be able to unlock that now. So the cooking pot is, you can make some stuff in it and whatnot, but yeah, we can unlock it. The cooking pot is also good for the event that's going on. That's how you actually make all the skins and everything. You actually put all the ingredients in the cooking pot, and then you're actually able to make the skins, make the emote, and everything like that. So we're definitely going to want to do that, especially with Fear Evolved going on right now. And then finally, let's just put these guys down. Again, try to line them up as best as possible. If they're not, it's alright. Again, this isn't going to be the final base. This is just the starter base. Eventually, I am going to build this guy up to pretty nice, pretty decent looking base. I mean, I think it's nice, but I guess you guys will be the ones to decide if it's a nice base or not. Let me move everything into here. And then we can start breaking some of this stuff too. So I'm going to take that, take that, take that. All right, encumbered. So let's put that in there, that in there, that in there, that in there. And then take that, and we can still move. Okay. Now what can we drop? Okay, I could drop that. Just eat these. So we don't have to worry about food for a little bit. Definitely going to want to hold on to any charcoal that you get too. Charcoal you get by burning wood inside your campfire, your refining forge once you get to a higher level. The charcoal is actually good for making gunpowder, and then you can make bullets out of that. So we are going to hold on to as much charcoal as possible. For that, I can drop... I'm going to drop that. Everything else I'm going to hold on to. Okay. Let's throw this stuff into the base. Eventually, I will organize all of the storage boxes, and I'll do that. I'm not going to have you guys on camera when I do that. That's kind of boring, but personally, I like to have all the storage boxes organized neat and whatnot. That's all off-camera stuff. That's not going to be while I'm recording. But eventually, I'll get to that. Right now, I'm not going to do that. Demolish, demolish, demolish. Okay. Slowly bring our stuff into the base. And then we'll destroy the campfires, bring that into the base. And then I think that's going to be it for the episode. But, let me check what time we're looking at here. Yeah, most likely once I get the stuff into the base, we're just going to call it an episode. I mean, we did a decent amount today. We built the base. Let's see. We went around. We got the two Mo shops, obviously. Oop, I thought it wasn't going to let me up there. We got the two Mo shops. We started getting a decent amount of... We started getting a decent amount of the spoiled meat. Obviously, I'm going to work on that a little bit more, too. So I don't want to go too crazy with it, but I'm probably looking to get... I want to have a decent... Okay, let's put it this way. I want a decent amount, but I don't want to go overboard, like getting 1,000 narcotics right away, because that's going to bump us up to, like, level 60 right off the bat. And I do want to level a little bit, but I don't want to go absolutely crazy where we're already, like, in the 60s and whatnot, too. So I'm probably going to make a total of probably, like, in between 300 and 500, something like that, where it'll get us off the ground. We'll be able to level up, I don't know, maybe to the 30s. Maybe at that point we'll be able to get a Pteranodon saddle and tame a Pteranodon. I know over there in the previous episode I saw a level 90, 95, and it was Halloween color, so it was actually kind of cool. It was all orange. So we may actually get that just as a starter one. Eventually we will bump up to, obviously, prefer a 140 and above. But for right now, we'll just take what we can get. But for now, I'm going to call it an episode. Next episode, we're going to be working with these guys. So we're going to start making a ton of narcotics. I'm going to spoil the meat and everything off camera. But, yeah, just want to thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, leave comments down below. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, that would be great. I'm looking to do at least an episode a day. Trying to stay on track with that. But, yeah, hope you guys had a good one, and see you in the next one.